I'm Major Patrick Messmer, P-A-T-R-I-C-K-M-E-S-S-M-E-R, the commander of the Criminal Investigations Division at TPD. So last night, approximately 6:30 in the evening, TPD officers responded to the 10,000 block of North Altman Street in reference to a call about a 9-year-old missing person, along with her mother, who is also 34 years old. Both of them were missing. Our investigation determined that they were likely going to be accompanied by Giovanni Caceres, who is a 38-year-old male. And that investigation also led us to believe that both individuals are going to be in danger. We activated a Florida Amber Alert along with the assistance of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Subsequently, Giovanni Caceres and 9-year-old Brianna Pagan were located up in Suwannee County. I'd like to thank the Suwannee County Sheriff's Office for assisting us with this investigation. They responded to a hotel where they were believed to be staying. They were able to make contact, at which point 9-year-old Brianna was safely removed from the hotel room. Brianna was recovered unharmed, and at that point the Suwannee County Sheriff's deputies began negotiations with Giovanni in order to try to take him into custody. Sometime during those negotiations, Giovanni produced a firearm and shot himself in the head. He was subsequently transported to a hospital where he was pronounced deceased. So at this time, we are still very concerned about the well-being of Sylvia Pagan. Our investigation is still very active in trying to locate Sylvia. We believe that Sylvia and Giovanni were together Saturday night into Sunday morning. So we're asking anybody who might have seen Sylvia or Giovanni Saturday night into Sunday morning to please contact the Tampa Police Department. We're working closely with the FBI and with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to use any sort of investigative means that we can to locate Sylvia. And our ultimate goal, of course, is to bring her home safely. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to entertain them.
I know the timeline's a little, I think, confusing, at least just figuring out how long they may have actually been gone for. I know officers got the call around 6:30 Sunday night. Any idea how long they may have actually been gone for?
The initial investigation revealed that they probably left the residence about 10 o'clock Sunday morning.
But officially reported around 6.
Yeah, I believe the call came in at 6:18 p.m. Officers arrived on scene at approximately 6:30 p.m.
The 9-year-old girl, was she hurt in any way? Anything happened to her? Father made a reference that maybe she was given drugs or something like that. How is she?
Okay, she was transported to a hospital and she was being evaluated at the hospital. I don't have any specific information about that. I do know that she did not appear to be physically injured, and I don't believe she was admitted to the hospital.
What's the significance of that area? Why did they go there?
At that point, we're not too sure. We know that it appears that Giovanni got on I-75 and drove north, and that's about where the intersection of I-75 and I-10 is. Part of our investigation will be to determine any sort of ties that he has to that specific area, and there might be a reason, but at this point we're not sure why he picked that specific part of Florida.
Any signs that she was hurt? Anything in the home? Anything in the vehicle? Did he say anything?
No, we still have officers, well, they've been in the area of the residence for the better part of the morning, still trying to gather evidence and try to figure out what happened. But at this point, we don't have any specific evidence that would lead us to believe that Brianna was hurt.
Did the girl say anything about what potentially happened to her mom?
She did not know about what happened to her mom.
Have they had issues with this guy before? Have he had domestic calls with the mom or any type of situation?
So we don't have any history of any type of domestic violence at that address.
Would it be safe or correct to say that he had barricaded himself in the hotel room, and then could you say how long kind of those negotiations went on for?
Yeah, I don't know that it would be accurate to say that he barricaded himself. I do know, speaking with the Suwannee County deputies, they spoke to him for about an hour before he made the decision to end his life. I'm not certain that it was actually a specific barricade situation.
And so the 9-year-old left the hotel room. Can you dive a little bit deeper into kind of that process? Police arrived at the hotel room. What happened then?
Sure. The way it was conveyed to us is the deputies arrived at the hotel. They knocked at the door. He answered the door. They observed her in the hotel room. They were able to get her to come to the deputies, at what point the deputies take her to a safe place. And at that point is when Giovanni went into the bathroom, retrieved a firearm, and put his firearm to the head. And at that point is when the deputies began their negotiations.
We'll do one last question.
What's his history? Does he have a history of violence?
He does not have any history that we're aware of.